Hey, what's up you guys? So this video is going to be about the investing. If you're just starting investing, do's and don'ts. Let's say you have some money saved up, you want to multiply them, don't have enough money to invest into real estate. This video is going to be for you. You probably heard that stocks like Tesla or Amazon, if you would invest them when they were starting, the Bitcoin, they would just multiply in the price and your money would be tripled or doubled. Probably also heard terms like Roth IRA. Keep in mind that I'm not a financial advisor. This video is just for entertainment purpose only. I'm just sharing my personal experience and I hope that will help you guys. Honestly, I think if someone would tell me what I'm going to tell in this video when I just started my journey in business, I would significantly benefit. You have to understand that money by itself loses value. We definitely have inflation. If you go to any market or any supermarket or any grocery shop, you will see that everything almost doubled in price. Normally, even if it's a very good economy, there is still inflation. It should be like official inflation, I believe somewhere around 8% right now, and during the time of the economic boom it should be somewhere around 2 to 3%, but obviously it's a little more. Say you got like $100, right? You live in 2023. Trust me, in 2024 those $100 would not have the same value as they have in 2023. About 2 years ago, with $100 you could do the grocery shopping for the family of 4. That would be enough, maybe 120, maybe 150. Now $200 is barely enough for the same shopping, and it's getting worse and worse. Of course, you can use cash deposit accounts like those which are paying like 5%, maybe some stuff are out there, but the thing is that problem with those is that you would probably get, first of all, taxed for that money. Second, the inflation is 9%. like official inflation numbers are 8 to 9%, so you would be pretty much losing money getting 5% interest. The question is pretty much, how do you stop your money from losing the value? And the answer would be to make whatever inflation is plus some additional money on that. By the way, keep in mind, if you got a property loan, a real estate loan with an amount lower than official inflation numbers, say the current amount 7% I believe, then you pretty much make money on borrowing. So the official inflation is 9%, you borrow with a 7%, trust me, you'll end up making money when you sell your house. Technically, not to lose the money and make some additional money, you would have to make somewhere around 10%. So if you do the right investment, you would probably make somewhere more than that. Like a right investment should make you money probably amount what the official inflation times 2. Whatever puts good money into your pocket, that's a good investment, my friend. It could be just some business venture, it could be some investment into someone else's business, buying some good commodities that will appreciate over time, like real estate. Personally, I think one of the best investments is real estate. If you think you don't have enough money to buy real estate, trust me guys, buy real estate with just a ridiculous amounts of money. There are specific loans. I'm going to be having one of our lenders on my YouTube channels very soon, and he'll explain to you how to get a credit with programs like first-time home buyers to help you with no money down. I need to explain to you guys why real estate is different from all other investment types. First of all, you get depreciation on papers, so any real estate you buy give you tax benefits. Second, you get appreciation, it goes up in price. And third, you get a cash flow. If you do the right thing, if you do the right investment, you get significant cash flow, which increases your overall financial situation to the very net positive. It's a general thing. Almost all prices, if you just go and search for the real estate prices during the history course of United States, you will see that it just goes up. Approximately house prices double every 10 years. I think definitely the houses you see that worth like 1.4 million, 1.5 million, they will double in next, I want to say maybe 8 years, maybe 9 years, less than 10 years for sure. You get 2 houses, each worth 1 million. In 10 years, they become 2 million houses. You pretty much can just sell one and have the second one paid off automatically. So that's how it works, guys. Now you have to understand that one of the main things in buying the house is getting a pre-approval letter from the mortgage lender. That's not easy to do, and that's why I'm going to be having one of our mortgage lenders very soon on the show. Shout out to you, Andrew, and that's pretty much going to explain how to do and what to do. Now, alternatively, of course, you can buy the shares. Just keep in mind when selling the shares, you would need to pay capital income gain taxes. When buying any share of any company, you buy a small piece of ownership of that same company. So the shares like Apple, say, they pay dividends. And technically, when you're buying the Apple shares, you not only gain money from the share itself, but you also make money from the Apple stock paying the dividends. Companies like Apple, it's not only Apple, there are like a bunch of companies that pay dividends from the whatever they are making, and if you have a significant amount of share, you would be making a significant amount of money from that company. Buying shares on the right time could be actually a very lucrative business. Stocks like Google, they used to be worth somewhere around $9 a share, $10 a share. Now if you would go and buy or sell the Google stock, it's somewhere around, I believe, $2,000, maybe $1,500. If you bought like say 100 shares of the Google, was a crazy amount of cash. Best ways to buy shares is probably to go to the online brokers like Robinhood or Chase, or pretty much any bank offers that service right now. If you don't want to invest in individual stock, I would just go and buy index funds. Those are a little safer and part of S&P 500. Whenever they go up, your index fund will also go up. Pretty much what is this is that it's a fund, trades the stocks, professional traders. Anyone who invests in that fund gets a share in that fund. That's pretty much how it technically works in a very simple, plain words. I think with S&P 500 is that it's really easy. You don't need to have a very significant knowledge to invest in those. There are like a bunch of companies there, like tech companies, energy companies, investing in the whole market. With S&P 500 is just much more easier to not to lose money. That's one of the main reasons everybody advised to invest in that. Now, many people compare stock market to real estate market. Personally, I think real estate market is definitely beating the stock market, because just returns are times 10 if you know what you're doing again. So one of the most important things when investing in stocks is not to try to time market. Say Apple stock, it was $4, actually it was $6-7 in December 28, 2007. Then it goes down to the $5. If you would sell obviously Apple stock at that time, you would lose money. However, if you would wait till 2029, that same stock was $181, guys. So it's just a crazy amount. Just try to keep those stocks, not sell them, and not time the market. It doesn't matter actually if it's a real estate or stock market. When you're investing in those type of investment, you have to be prepared long term. It's not like 1 to 3 days a thing. Holding on to the asset is always the smarter thing to do. Trust me, over the long term, both stocks and real estate goes up. Actually, anything goes up. Even the real estate that you buy or stock you buy before crash, if the crash happens after a certain time, it will still recover pre-cash value. So if you do not sell during the times of the panic, keep multiplying and multiplying your money. The only way to not really make money with investment, not a dumb investment, smart investment, is just if something catastrophic will happen, nuclear war, or some country will be wiped out, God forbid, then overall the meaning of life will not be same, guys. Don't be scared. Try to make your first investments. And actually, you don't really need to be significantly rich or have a significant savings to make an investment. You can just start with $10 a day. And those amounts will be accruing. It will eventually become a very significant amount. If you do the right investments, you will get a serious results, guys. Normally, the more profit you make, there's a higher risk. If you're doing high risk investments, there's a high chance you will make a classic profits, guys. Don't try to do the risky investments. For instance, I invested in the Shopify at the time of the COVID when everybody's buying online everything, and the Shopify prices went down. Was an amount that I lost. You should be doing with the index fund. That's the best thing to do. Another thing is when you want to start. I would not say that there's a certain time when you should start. It doesn't matter like what age you are at. Even if you have like a debt or you got a student loan, it's still a smart thing to start to invest with small amounts. Unless of course you don't have some urgent issues, like God forbid someone is very badly sick or in a bad situation, then yes, I would wait probably until that issue is solved. Say you gotta have like $10,000 saved, don't go all in the investments, guys. Trust me, you might still need part. I would probably split it 50-50, go 50% with investment. Another part I would spend to the expenses that are an accrual during the normal life you have. Pay down the debt if you have a debt. Eventually try to compound the money. It will turn to the significant amount. Now I want to tell you a really interesting story, guys. I started my business journey when I want to say probably 12 years old. There were computers, they were called Sega, and my parents were having a very low salary. They would not afford to buy them. It was pretty much 1 month of the salary of one of my parents. So what I ended up doing, I collected those trash bottles. Back in the day in the Soviets, they used to pay for those kind of bottles. I got paid for the bottles, and then I afforded to buy those computers. It doesn't matter really how old you are. You can still start something, sell a lemonade, you make some back on the side, and start investing those money. Even if you're under 18, you can still ask your parents to open you some kind of account and use that account for investments. Two things are very good about investments. First of all, it compounds, and secondly, when you start to invest, it becomes a habit. Trust me, buying real estate, this is crazy. I was just going and checking out the prices for 2009. The houses that were worth, like, say, somewhere like 300,000-400,000 in California, they worth now 1 million. So if you would buy a house back in the day for 300 and sell it right now, you would make somewhere around 700,000 bucks in net profit, guys. Can you imagine that? By the way, try to go with brokers that do not have additional fees. Some of the brokers, I know they're offering investment with additional fees. Try to not go with those guys. Try to use guys that are not charging you for investment, because they already make their money with working with you. Just be prepared. If you're doing some investment, it might go down in price. Don't be shocked by this. Same with the real estate. Don't try to time the market, guys. That's really not successful strategy. Also remember that time is one of the most valuable assets in the life. Personally, I think the best investment you could do is investing with your time, when you need to invest in the right things, like watching this type of videos. Anyways, if you think I provided the value, guys, do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.